attention. Always.
Time to bloody my axes.
Black Whirlwind up to? Oh, yeah, he's bugging out in the Imperial City. He is bugging out. Let's quick save, quick load with him in the party, see if it fixes him. There we go.
What? What do you want?
Yeah, apparently, Jiggly. Apparently. We should talk about your time in the Imperial Arena.
No, I don't think so. I've told you to watch your back, and that's all you need to hear for now. If anything needs to be done beyond that, I'll do it.
What would need to be done?
I don't know. Hopefully nothing, but I'm keeping my eyes open. You just carry on and know that the Black Whirlwind's got your back. Not literally, of course. I respect you too much to go grabbing anything posterior.
If you're keeping something from me, I need to know. Now.
I'm not keeping anything too important. Like I said, if it gets important, I'll do something about it.
Cop and a feel.
I don't... No.
Forget it. Let's move on to something else.
Good idea. You've got bigger things to worry about than me anyway. Not much bigger, mind you.
Mm-hmm. I respect you, but get out of my face. Have you ever considered settling down?
Tried that once, and it didn't work out. Prefect Mu Hong pledged his daughter Mi Shan to me after I cleared his district of bandits. She wasn't ugly, so I agreed. The night of the wedding feast, I got more than a little drunk, and in the morning I woke up in the prefect's bed, next to the prefect's wife.
Where was your new wife during all of this?
I got up and went into my bride's room, and there was a strange man in her bed. I killed the bastard and was about to kill her when Mi Shan came into the room yelling. Apparently, I had just killed her sister's husband and was about to kill her sister. I tried to tell her it was an honest mistake, but she wouldn't hear it.
You killed your wife's brother-in-law by mistake.
The brother-in-law's family was pissed, and so was the prefect when he found out about his wife. They tried to subdue me so they could send me to prison. I killed them all swiftly. None of them suffered. Still, Mi Shan wouldn't leave with me. She kept crying and complaining about her family. Family life just isn't for me.
My God. Oh, my Lord. What are your thoughts on our situation? That's by far the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Whatever. What? What? I'm a fighter, not a damn history book. No more... No.
Alright, let's move on.
Let's keep things simple. If someone gets in our way, remove them.
Skadge, dude, it's a lot, man.
I trust your plans go well, despite the dangers you face and inflict. Is there something I can do for you?
How do you feel about the plan to join the Lotus Assassins? I will need your knowledge.
It is a foolish idea. You do not understand the seductive nature of the assassins and what they do to recruits.
Enlighten me.
It does not take much to make a person forget who they are. With a little effort, they can be pushed past any morals they might have claimed. Cloaked in service and honor, even the most depraved of barbarity soon becomes unremarkable.
I'll find a way to enter without participating in their foul ways.
A naive assumption. Perhaps you can avoid direct participation, but their fanaticism will still affect you. The rot that is Death's Hand permeates the complex. He was made our leader during the raising of Dirge. He
Quinn.
replaced Sun Qin, who along with the glorious strategist, never returned from that campaign.
Who doesn't love Quinn?
I did not serve Death's Hand long. but when the orders came, he never questioned. The connection is more direct than loyalty, and he instills that in his Lotus assassins. That is how so many were driven to kill without cause, and why I decided no more.
Zoo, why does this trouble you so much? You've killed many before and since.
There was more to that event. You are right to sense it. But I have kept my silence for so long that I must carefully consider the repercussions of breaking it. I must inevitably deal with my demons. Your destiny demands it. But I must also know that those demons will be put to rest, not exploited. For many years, I did nothing. If I had known Master Li was the glorious strategist, so much could have been resolved one way or another. In the end, I will have to trust that you are enough his student to find a way to protect what I cannot.
We each have our path, Zoo. I'll listen when you're ready.
So you claim. I am not accustomed to words having such weight. We should resume your mission. You have far to go. Your dalliance with the Lotus assassins could be disastrous. I cannot force you to do otherwise, but you may eventually force my hand.
Are you ready to talk, Zoo?
The time is coming, but not yet. There is a great challenge ahead of you.
All right.
I am honored that you have chosen me.
To Dawnstar. Come here.
Yes? I like to think that we can take time to talk about important things.
Did you want to talk? Your feelings are very important to me.
I don't want to seem ungrateful for her help, but having Silk Fox here is causing me some concern.
Ooh.
I mean, she is the daughter of the Emperor, and we do not know his role in Master Li's capture. Can she be trusted?
What concerns you? She's shown only goodwill.
To you, perhaps, but not to me. I think I am perceived as a rival, but no one has told me what the game is.
Dawnstar, she's jealous of you.
The princess? The daughter of the Emperor is jealous of me? I think the size of our task has addled your senses. What could I possibly have that would make her jealous? What does a woman from the borderlands have that the princess herself does not?
My interest?
What? I'm sorry. You caught me off guard for a moment.
You didn't know? I've heard counsel often enough.
You have always been a good friend to me, but I never meant... I mean, I couldn't...
It's the raging dragon.
No, I should have more control.
Cannot
over
be
this.
contained.
This is too uncertain. You can't manipulate me into admitting something like this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Not when you can leave whenever you want.
You fear the end of what has barely begun. Where does this reluctance come from?
I prefer to have more control over myself, and as much control over what goes on around me as possible. Silk Fox, or whatever she wants to be called, is an unknown I can't compensate for. I can't stay in balance if I don't know what she represents. You and I, we talk and share thoughts, but she forces me to consider where that might lead, both good and bad. I'm not ready for that.
So Silk Fox forces you to consider where our talks might lead. I'll have to thank her.
Don't you dare! Oh, you tease so much, I don't know what to do with you. You have become so different since we left Two Rivers. Or perhaps it is me. For all the trouble we face, I feel like a weight is lifting. I think we will have a great deal more to discuss in the coming days. I'm looking forward to it. Until then, thank you for being so understanding. Master Li was right. You are special. All right, what did you want to ask?
Do you want to talk?
That is not really necessary.
Okay.
I've only... We just have to... Very well.
Raging Dragon and Dawnstar. Yeah.
Anything is better than waiting
Tara
around in
Strong?
the camp.
I'm not sure the voice actress's name. I don't know. Maybe? Lucky Cho.
Before you face Khana, I'd like to present you with a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Maybe.
Who else is benefiting from this arrangement?
Fortunately for you, my employer, Lan the Serpent, has a vested interest in your success against Khana. This is Sweet Poison Lin, a master of the Toxicant arts. Lin, this is Raging Dragon, the fighter we discussed.
I know this one by reputation, and that's enough. I trust you'll consider this discussion private and potentially very beneficial.
I don't think I've recognized her voice in like anything other than this, really. I don't like the tone this offer of yours is taking.
Not even if it offers you a chance at the Bronze Division Championship?
I have that anyways.
Crimson Khana's rise to Bronze Division Champion has been good for business, but she has become troublesome of late. She believes that the Serpent runs the arena with little concern for honor, and she's right. The problem is that she cares.
What does this have to do with me?
The Serpent and I believe that Khana needs to be stopped. We want you to replace her as the Bronze Champion.
Go on.
It should be a simple matter to slip a slow-acting but extremely deadly poison into Khana's drink before the match.
I will not be party to a murder.
She will be dealt with regardless. Why not benefit from our actions and ensure that her removal is clean?
Oh, she was meleeing.
When Cho approached me regarding this matter, I felt that it might be in the best
She has more of an
interest the
accent
Greater
in Metal
Guild
Gear.
if
That's
I
why I
were
couldn't
involved.
tell. That's
If
interesting.
You accept, the guild will cover half of Lin's usual fee.
That's
the
cool.
remaining cost would be roughly half of your winnings from defeating Khana.
Metal Gear. Oh wait, did she play favorite avatar? Wait, what? Did she play? She didn't play Korra. Snake. What if I tell the authorities about this?
You fool! The guild is the authority in the arena. Anyone you approach would know better than to tangle with us.
She's Song and Ying in The Last Airbender. Really, that's interesting. So she's one of those voices. It's kind of hard to pick out. That's cool. I will not dishonor myself by resorting to poison.
If that is your choice, then so be it. You may deal with Khana on your own. I strongly advise you not to bring this up to anyone. I hope my point speaks for itself.
This Khana woman would appreciate knowing what you have learned.
Don't tell anyone.
Our business is concluded.
She's like,
it is
you should
time
tell
for
her.
you to leave.
What do you need from me?
Where do you find your wares?
I have my sources. Some of them rich, some of them poor, and all of them very concerned with their privacy. These fine wares may have changed hands a few times over history, but that's the nature of such things. If you're that worried, don't buy anything.
Do you ever worry about this much magic in one place?
Do you have any idea how much magic the arena itself holds? These walls have seen more than you or I can imagine, and there's enough security for me not to worry.
These get stolen?
These...
Okay. Why do you run your shop back here?
What the Imperial bureaucrats don't know won't hurt them. First they decree wind maps off limits, and now there's concern over magical artifacts.
Show me what you have to sell.
Magical enhancements and knowledge. Have a look at my wares and see for yourself.
Passive buffs? Oh, I can learn 1,000 cut styles from her. I don't really care though. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want any of this crap. It's crap.
What?
You have any idea why these restrictions are in place?
Certain items have always been considered questionable, but enforcement has been more strict in the past few years.
1,000 cuts is one of the starting styles.
Is that the restrictions have done wonders for my customers' tolerance for raised prices.
Yeah, we picked Legendary
What more
Strike.
could I ask for?
Aren't you a sight? I am Happy Endings' famed courtesan, and it is a pleasure to greet you. Especially such a fine figure of a man. So many men are made soft by city life.
Notice the painted face. She only pretends to beauty.
I would love to chat with you and learn more about you, but alas, I can't. I'm on exclusive retainer with the proprietor of this place, and he does get so jealous. Farewell, gorgeous. I'm sorry, but I really should keep to myself. The proprietor of this place can be so possessive. I'm sorry.
Go on, don't bother me.
Close one.
Go on, don't bother me.
Shoefly, don't bother me.
Now that you're not fighting with the trained apes, the bets placed on you will actually be worth the time they take to process.
Do you have a moment for some questions?
If you want to bother someone with inane queries, I suggest you speak with Kui, the promoter, about the arena, or the tavern keeper about the city. Those two will have more than enough time to waste on you, I'm sure. Now,
What do you do here?
every time an event like the arena occurs, some people enjoy adding a certain edge to the proceedings. When those people feel like investing in a particular fighter's chances, Lucky Cho is the man they want to see. I handle the vast amounts of silver that pour through this place, and I collect when people fail to meet their commitments.
Is there any way that I can participate?
No, you're a fighter. You can't bet on the matches.
Boo.
My role here at the arena doesn't really concern you, since fighters can't benefit from bets. I will come to you if something else comes up. If you...
Amazing, you managed to make being a petty betmonger sound half respectable.
Watch that barbed tongue of yours. It could come back to snag you. My role here at the arena doesn't really concern you, since I
don't need anything else from you. Alright. So we ain't gonna poison
You would speak
Khana.
again with the Sung brothers? How
Should we talk to everybody?
Hello again. It's a lovely day, isn't it? My bruises are healing nicely, and I really couldn't be happier. You have something on your...
He's the best, man.
What do you...
Let's do a quick save. I greet you, one warrior to another. I should warn you, Lucky Cho is trying to eliminate you. How have you become such a thorn in the serpent's side? How do you know this? Lucky Cho offered me the services of a poisoner. Did he? If Lucky Cho is so desperate to see his bets assured, or does Kailon see me as a threat? Either way is a victory of sorts for me. The guild does not operate so overtly in the rest of the city. I wonder if the organization condones such actions. But such musings are useless. Why have you told me this? I consider you a worthy opponent. I want to make sure our match is honest. The feeling is mutual, though I think you deserve more than just my thanks. I have long promised that I would train anyone who defeats me. My skills with the sword are imperfect, but there are things I could teach you that no other could. Should you emerge the victor of our fight, I will train you in some of the more advanced techniques. You have shown the purity of spirit to wield a weapon with the required precision. That's a fine reward, thank you. A warrior knows that training is more valuable than silver. That's all. Nice. Get some open palm for that.
Until the guild stepped in, I was ready to give you an attempt at the bronze division for your last match.
Now it's time.
Are you ready to face Crimson Khana, the finest sword this august arena has seen in 5 generations?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Excellent.
Whoa! Alright, let's do this.
A challenger for the bronze division, Crimson Khana must fend off Raging Dragon.
Raging Dragon. Yeah.
Staff. Staff strong, man. Staff is strong. Nothing compared to the Toad Demon. Nothing. Didn't even hit
Khana's
you.
winning streak has been broken at last.
That's the power of the staff, though.
I don't know if you've heard, but Khana has proclaimed that the first fighter who extriciates her from her championship
It's not the most damage in the game,
of her
but
technique.
range is just tough. Staff versus sword, I mean, what do you expect? Come talk to me when you have a moment. The crowd loved that fight. I think it was worth a little extra silver, don't you?
Come now. The arena works on a strictly regenerated payment system for the fights. There's no way I can give you extra.
What? You're too savvy a businessman to not reward your star performers.
I'm sorry, but there's no room for
Dang
bonuses, extra payments, or gratitudes of any kind. You'll be fine with the usual winnings. Now that that's settled, what else?
Black Whirlwind has told me about his time here. What do you know about him?
Your large friend there was once a competitor here, so I know him in passing, you might say.
Passing.
This is his business, though. Why not ask him? I'm sure he'll tell you whatever he deems appropriate.
This game is actually so good, Jiggly. If you're looking for something like a relaxing like story, it's like playing a movie type thing, it's really good. Nothing else I need. Let's talk to Khana again. I've been thinking about our match. I came to this place seeking honor, but I feel that my many victories have all been hollow. I think, yes, it is time for me to leave again and seek other challenges. What will you do now? I think I shall return to the prosperous East and continue my studies, but first, I'm sworn to teach the secrets of my style to anyone who can best me. Let me instruct you. Since you told me the Serpent's plan, I will teach you a more advanced technique. The key is balance and form. Your motion must be swift, but precise. Well done. You learn very quickly. One thing bothers me about your moves, though. Throughout the fight, I felt as if there was some opening in your defense. Why wouldn't you exploit that opening? What I sensed was some opening in your guard. I cannot name it and could not find it leading me to believe that it was a brilliant gambit. Your method traps your opponents into hunting for a weakness they'll never find. You should speak with your master about this. For now, you are deadly enough. Others have mentioned this. Should I be concerned? Consider it a perfectly laid trap, not a weakness. Your master was truly skilled to mold such a trap into into your very being. It is odd he never mentioned it to you. Sometimes the best masters dare not trust their students with the deepest mysteries. Certain lessons can only be learned if one discovers them for oneself. I hope you fare well. I turn your eyes to the east, where new challenges await me by the ocean. Bye, Khana. Crimson Tears. The Crimson Chin. Yeah, we're not going to be using that style. It's actually not as good as the Demon Sword or the Demon Staff, technically, but it's cool because you're dual-wielding swords. It's basically her style. But we're not going to be using that
The Bronze
one.
Division champion approaches. I hope you're ready for the challenge awaiting you in the Silver Division.
I always liked focusing on that one when I was younger, though.
Remember, Soldier's the champion at this level. He'll be watching you.
Two swords is just so cool, man.
Dogs nipping at my heels aren't worthy of watching.
What do you need?
What about the next fight?
Now that you are champion of the Bronze Division, the Silver Division awaits. It seems that, indirectly, the Serpent has decided to keep your career interesting. A demon has been added to the regular roster since your earlier victory. And since you've shown aptitude, I'm letting you face him first.
Okay.
This is indeed an honor, though it will not be easy. Are you ready to defeat this?
Are you ready? Yeah, let's begin.
Excellent.
Whoa! All right, we'll go through the Silver Division. That's probably what we'll call it for Jade Empire tonight. So, nearing the end of our session.
Will the demon rend flesh from bone, or will a lone warrior prove stronger?
I have a lot of editing to do. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be harder than the Toad Demon. Because he just turns like that on a dime, man. It's so dumb.
Spirit thief.
This doesn't work, right? Oh boy.
Legendary strike. Storm dragon. Yeah. Staff.
Just. Oh man, the demons, Elephant Demon and Toad Demon, man, they'll just mess you up. It's hard.
Simply ask when you're ready to try that match again. The fans seem to really take to you, win or...
Get me in there. No!
Will the demon rend flesh from bone, or will a lone warrior prove stronger?
Legendary strike.
What? Let's go. Yeah, you got it. You've got to use slow down time on these guys. The fights are like almost impossible without it. You've got to use your focus for that.
Falls. We shall have to add a new division for you alone if this keeps up. Lan the Serpent wishes to speak with you personally. This is a rare honor.
Oh boy.
Do try to be polite.
Oh boy.
You have already been granted access to the back room of the arena, and the Serpent's private chamber is just off of it. You may as well go now and see what he wants. Oh, and one other thing. The Serpent has requested that you visitate him alone. I know you usually have a friend with you, but they'll have to remain behind for this meeting.
That seemed like a good idea.
Yes, I appreciate the execute. I'm not sure we have the time. Honestly, we may just want to have this conversation and then we'll call it a night.
Because it might take a while to actually get through the rest of the silver.
We should have told you that Kylan will only see you alone. Are you ready to go in now?
Yes, I'll go in alone.
This is almost sad. Am I truly so threatening to the mighty Lan the Serpent? Regardless, I'll be waiting with the others if you need me.
It is vital that we talk a moment. Your inability to deal with the minor demon cost me dearly. I expected more from you, but I'm prepared to overlook your weakness for the moment.
What?
You are a young man, but I know you have the wisdom to see that my friendship has advantages. You may find that certain opportunities, mutually rewarding arrangements between us, will come your way in the near future.
He tried to rig the fight by using like you can hardly control it demon. And he tried to rig the fight with that. This guy's an idiot. If you're proposing I cheat or throw fights, I refuse.
Cheat is such a pedestrian term. I prefer to think of myself as a creative engineer. Like the fountains that channel water throughout the land, I spread entertainment to the people. Right now is an interesting time for an organization known as the Guild. I've no doubt that Kui has told you about us, if you didn't already know. Our organization is involved in many different activities, most of which operate below the view of the authorities of this great empire.
You suggesting that I join you?
I am suggesting that we align our goals for a time, an arrangement that could benefit us both. The Guild, you see, has recently developed a vacancy in its upper echelons. A man by the name of Gao the Greater has been killed, and with his death, a new leader must be chosen.
I don't know anything about that.
I intend to replace him in that role, and I need good people to back me.
So you want to be a pirate-backing slave trader with an arrogant dog as a son?
You knew him, yet you aren't associated with our organization. The logical conclusion is that you are his killer. If you are the one who killed Gao, then I owe you a favor. Consider my reluctance to turn you into the Lotus Assassins a repayment for that debt in full. There is the matter, however, of your friend, Whirlwind. I'm sure you know that he was one of the fighters here and that he left the arena. But do you know why?
I honestly don't know. He won't tell me.
He has good reason not to tell you about this part of his admittedly spotty past. Whirlwind's past is certainly a colorful one. Did he tell you that he was thrown out of the arena? Public displays of rage and drunkenness, uttered threats of murder, excessive violence, property damage, and I believe several charges of defecating in public.
Lovely. Nothing I don't already know. I can accept him as he is.
If you trust him, you are a fool. The Black Whirlwind is an impressive fighter, but he is better avoided than confronted. We couldn't let him fight as he was, so he left. His brother, Raging Ox, wisely stayed here and went on to become champion. You could reach that point yourself, you know. Indeed, that's a distinct possibility. To become champion yourself, you will need my support. That means you and I will work together closely.
Tell me your offer before I decide anything.
A wise position to take in any negotiation. I can respect that. You see... What is that noise?
Hey, you can't...
Pop! Oh, crunch. Oh. Yeah, he didn't load. He's not loading right. He's a little janky.
Damn you, serpent! I'll kill you where you stand!
Be worse.
No, you won't, Whirlwind. Just like last time, you will leave. I can see that this polite discussion has concluded, as so many do, in your odorous presence. We may talk again, perhaps.
We're leaving now. You and I have to talk. Alone. It's important.
You're looking great there. Maybe it'll refresh him with the reload here. Nice. That's good.
Look, you can't trust Kylon. I know he was probably offering you the world, or maybe all the wine in it if he were really crafty, but...
You didn't honestly think you were going to slip down here after that little display, did you, Whirlwind?
Step back, Joe. For once in my life, I've got something important to tell someone.
You have nothing important to say, you lummox. You've embarrassed Lan the Serpent, and I'm going to make sure you never get a chance to repeat your performance.
I've been waiting for this. Time to cut off the serpent's tail!
Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Stack.
What does this guy think he's like taking on Whirlwind and I like this? Like what? Mistakes, dude. It's tanky though. I don't know, there's some smart bad guys out there, but these ones aren't for sure. Kill him?
He fought like a monster for a little guy.
Yeah, he was tough. He had a lot of health. Are you alright?
Better than I've been in a while. All this best behavior when you're in the city business was wearing
I
on
always
my
push
nerves.
in though, honey. Yo, running.
Not the first time I've gone up against one of Kylon's
Are you not
thugs,
crogging
you know?
right now?
Not at all.
Did you guys end early? What do you mean?
Remember I told you I used to fight in the arena? Well, I was the best there was. Then my brother came to the city and decided he'd join the arena too. The arena was about the same as it is now. Kui and Kylon were there and Lucky Cho
Oh,
too.
it's Saturday.
But
Yeah,
he
you're
was
right.
just a runt
It's your
back
off day.
then.
I don't. It feels like Friday. It's weird. Is your brother still fighting?
My brother became the arena champion, the Raging Ox. They said he retired, but he didn't retire. He was killed. I should know. I'm the one who killed him.
Oh. Why did you kill him?
Raging Ox was one of Kylon's men. Well, he wasn't always. Kylon approached me first. And when I turned him down, he went to my brother instead.
He really is Exile.
When
He's
Ox
great.
joined up with Kylon,
All
I
of the
stopped
companions in
getting
this game are
good
pretty
matches.
dang good.
Ox was fighting his way to becoming champion. And
There's a
doing
couple
little
that are
work
kind
for
of
the guild on the side.
kind of boring, but that must have made things awkward between you two.
He was so cocksure and wouldn't listen to his older brother. Once he fell in with Kylon, he stopped talking to me. Soon Ox became Kylon's enforcer and carried out his bidding. He'd skulk around in robes so no one would know the arena champion was a common thug. One night I followed Ox back to Kylon's. I was drunk and I was mad. I just wanted to tell Ox how dangerous Kylon was. Convince him to leave. But Kylon was there. He tried to interfere. I attacked him, and Ox tried to stop me. When it was over, Ox was dead, and my axe was covered in his blood.
What happened then?
Kylon just stood there, smiling. I would have killed him if I wasn't so stunned. After that, I left. For the first time in my life, I ran. I ran, and then I drank myself into a stupor that lasted for half a year.
Kylon truly is a serpent.
You do what you have to in the arena. Just don't fool yourself about working with a serpent. Lucky Cho's death just put you on the Serpent's wanted list. I'd really like to see Kylon's face if you become arena champion. Of course, I'd rather just kill him. Come on, let's go.
Strong arm. 3,000 silver. Ooh. Well. 3 intimidation. Meh. We don't want any of this. We're good. I don't think there's anything else down here. We've already kind of looked around here. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. So who hasn't Black Whirlwind killed? That's more of the question. Try. GG's. Good session. We made a lot of progress. Made a lot of good progress. Oh, this game is so good, man. This game is so good. Very little of the town. Yeah, he doesn't really leave. Doesn't really leave anybody like left behind or anything. He just kind of, you know, be killing folks. Actually, before we go, let me sell off.
What do you?
Some stuff that I don't need. I don't need strong arm. Or this, or this, or this. Yeah, we'll keep these 3. Wait, did she have more stuff? No. Stuff I sold her. Okay. Now we'll save. We need to do some roulettes. Yeah, I actually did some last night, like really late. I felt the urge to get some done. I think I got to like 85.5 or something with my Viper. But yeah, drive safe. Let me know when you get back. I'm going to hop over to it. I also need to knock out like one other prerequisite quests for unlocking... What was it? I think it's some of the Heavensward like extremes or something. There's like a Heavensward extreme I need to do. Not the extreme itself, but like I have to do like I have to do a raid first for it, I guess. I don't remember what it's called. It's like pt192 or something that I need to do, but we can figure it out. G to the G's, G'est of G's. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, probably a little bit longer one than my previous